Hello, Lolly.
Hello there, Rainy. Welcome back to New Zealand.
Oh, welcome back to Australia. Take me back to Bali.
Oh my gosh. Was that not the best time of our lives?
It was so good. I just feel like we needed an extra 10 days.
I think so. Just a few extra days.
Well, Lolly, I have got a story for you today that is just outrageous.
I would expect nothing less from you, loves.
We're just going to jump right in, as we do.
Just like that.
No time to waste.
Not even a little hint or a little tiddly tidbit.
Tiddly squiddly what?
Not even a hint what's going to happen. A little tipperoonie, a little tiddly bit.
I'm going to give you a hint, guys. Someone is going to die.
Oh my God. I can't believe it. Who would have thought? All right, well, that's good. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go, girls.
Let's go, girls. Dun-dun.
Let's go, girls, and probably one guy.
2.
Hey, bro. How you doing?
There's a couple.
Thanks for joining us.
25th of December, 2006.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas!
Merry.
We're going to go to Phoenix, Arizona, where Don Waller, he is at home preparing for a delicious Christmas dinner with his family. You see, Don's son Ryan and his girlfriend Heather, they're coming for dinner. It's a Christmas tradition. As the hours went by, Ryan, he just didn't show up. This is a little strange.
Isn't it?
Ryan's very close with his family, but he's 18. Maybe he's out with his friends. So he gave it some more time. He gave Ryan a call, a couple of text messages. Crickets.
Nothing.
But this didn't stop the Waller family. They sat down for a delicious, succulent chicken.
Chicken, not turkey.
Sorry, a delicious, succulent turkey, and along with all the trimmings.
Lovely.
Father's intuition, it kicked in strong, and Don's like,
This is just not like Ryan. We better call the cops.
So, what the hell has happened on Christmas Day, 2006? What the hell has happened to Ryan and Heather? Ryan was born February 12th, 1988, in Phoenix, Arizona. He is a kind-hearted, loving kid. He loves his friends, but Lolly, he loves the guitar. This guy's obsessed. He just wants to have a career in music.
Oh, don't do it, son.
He wants to be in a band. In fact, he's actually in a band with his friends.
Really?
He just loves it.
He's got a tough road ahead, you know.
He's just an ordinary guy. He completes high school and he starts a relationship with Heather Kwan. She's a little bit older. She was born 10th of April, 1985. She's known for a bright, compassionate personality, always helping others, always putting people first. And Lolly, she wanted to be a lawyer.
Oh, sweetheart. Don't do it.
We're going to have a famous guitarist and a lawyer.
Great. At least Heather will be bringing in the dollars. Look, guys, it's tough out there.
It's a tough old world in the music industry, isn't it?
It is. It is. Story time. No, we'll save the story times for later.
These guys, they hit it off. They are in love. They've got similar tastes in music, similar friends, and they've been together for about 8 months and they move into a new property together.
Cute.
With a flatmate, Alicia. They're just growing up. 25th of December, 2006, Christmas Day. Ryan and Don, they're a close family. Don's wife is stepmom to Ryan. They've got another daughter, and it is a yearly tradition that everyone would get together on Christmas Day and have a lovely dinner.
As you do.
Ryan had just been at the house on the 23rd helping with some reno projects, bit of DIY with his dad, so these guys are close. Ryan seems to be running late. Time goes on, it's getting a little concerning, but as I mentioned, Ryan is 18, he's a teenager. They don't really have the best concept of time, so maybe he's just out with friends.
That's right.
Maybe he's still opening some Christmas presents from Santa, you never know. Remember when you were 18, Christmas is still exciting. I mean, it's still exciting now.
It kind of is. When you're 18, that's like the time when you like start to get drunk on Christmas.
That's true.
Oh, Christmas is like a whole different thing. It's not about opening presents, it's about getting fucked up with your mates.
Woo!
Is it, or is it just me?
No, it's true.
It's true, right? You start going out on Christmas and like Christmas Eve.
Oh, yeah.
And you start having hungover Christmas mornings.
Oh, I remember one year I was so hungover, like laying on the bed, the family coming for lunch. I was like, no!
I remember it snowed one Christmas in Christchurch. It was crazy.
Anywho, they carried on with dinner, but Don has got this sinking feeling inside that something is not right.
He knows.
So they finish their meal, they tidy up, and they head on round to Ryan and Heather's house. The garage door's closed, the door's locked, no one's answering. They think, well, instead of breaking in, because that's exactly what I would do,
Of course you would.
let's call the cops and ask for a welfare check.
It's your son.
I know.
Break the door down.
Well, that's right, break a window. At this stage, it's about 8 p.m, Christmas night.
What do you think your son's going to do? Press charges?
If you're that concerned, you're breaking a door. You're breaking a
breaking a
window. They call 911 and they explain to the operator,
This is very unusual for our son. He would never do this. It's Christmas. We have grave concerns for him. We need a welfare check.
Not a problem.
so they wait. And they wait. And they wait. And they wait outside the house for 3.5 hours.
Break the window. Break the window, Dad.
Not only did no one show up,
Oh, for God's sakes.
they received a phone call.
From Santa?
Yes.
Ho, ho, ho. Your son's been a little bit naughty.
They receive a phone call from the police and they are going to come and do a welfare check, but they're still going to be another 30 or 40 minutes.
Oh, God. Honestly, guys, come on.
So instead of breaking in, Don and his wife, they head down to the local cafe and they get themselves a nice cup of coffee.
Christmas. It's open.
Because at this stage, it's like midnight.
Starbucks. Always open.
Late.
It's like McDonald's.
Now, during this time, Lolly, while they left the property, Ryan and Heather's flatmate, Alicia, would arrive home.
Great. Unlock the door.
They weren't there. They were getting coffee.
Oh, for God's sakes. It's like some hillbilly adventure.
So Alicia goes inside. She sees Ryan, says hello. Heather's sleeping on the couch, and she just heads on upstairs and she goes to bed. Finally, the police would arrive.
What?
2 patrol cars. We're going about over 4 hours waiting.
It's too long.
But it's okay. They've got a revived energy. They've had their caffeine fix. It's okay. The police arrive, and the natural thing to do is to go knock on the door.
Police! Ryan, are you in there?
Nothing. Okay, so they go around to the back of the property. Again,
Ryan, it's the police. Are you there?
It's a police officer.
It's the police here.
American.
Ryan, it's the police. You're here?
Every time. We need to have a name for that character. What's the name of him?
I don't know. He's a fucking weirdo, though.
He's a fucking weirdo. What's a real American name? It's Chad.
Oh, Ryan, it's Chad here. You here?
Okay, Shireen's American voice is Chad.
Ryan, it's Chad, the police officer. You here?
He's from the country.
It's from Alabama. And nothing. So they're like,
Shit.
there's no answer. However, there is a fan inside oscillating towards the window. And every so often the blinds would flicker, flicker, flicker open. And then flicker, flicker, flicker open.
Wow, it must have been powerful.
Police officer's like, right, gets his torch and he waits. He waits for that oscillating fan to head his way.
Here it comes. Quickly.
Here comes the blinds and
Chad.
Oh my God, you hear me?
what he sees through that flicker of a blind is a body motionless on the couch.
Oh, no.
This could be concerning, or they could be dead, or they could be in a deep sleep. He turns to the parents, he says,
Hey, it's Chad here. This doesn't look good.
I love it. He's got a name now. It's Chad.
And Chad, you here?
Chad tells the parents,
Look, I can see a body inside. Doesn't look good. I'm going to get you to move away from the property here. I need you to move away from the...
what am I turning into?
I need you to move away from the property here.
Okay.
Okay.
Holy shit. Don is beside himself. He now thinks his son is dead inside. He's been told to get back from the property. And the police officer, Chad, you wouldn't believe this, Lolly, he calls in for a search warrant. Because he can't enter the property because the property is rented.
Oh,
And he can't break and enter without permission. So he has to get a search warrant.
I'm sorry.
No.
What is happening here? The dad just needs to bust through the door. Come on, guys. This
Yeah.
is ridiculous.
And you see what's happening here is Chad is a freaking idiot because that's not true. If you can see that someone's life is in danger or they could be in harm's way or something has happened, they are allowed to forcefully enter the property. But this guy is obviously on his first day.
He's a bloody Chad potato.
Yep, he just goes in and he gets his search warrant, which takes 58 minutes.
Stop.
If this wasn't bad enough, Lolly, he would get his search warrant, but then he would wait for the locksmith to come round.
This is like the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Oh, Christ. Come on, Chad. Sort it out.
Come on, Chad.
The locksmith would arrive and he couldn't get the front door open.
Oh, my God. I'm so sick of this.
I know. This has gone on for hours and he's trying, and it's not working. So they move around to the back door yet again and they are fiddling and a twiddling and a...
Is it the roommate upstairs sleeping?
Well, you see, the roommate actually heard the door knocking, but she thought Ryan would just go get the door.
This is so ridiculous.
They are at the back door and they're chinking and a clanking and a banging. During the build-up of this long time trying to enter the property, we now have 10 police cars outside and a helicopter.
Oh, my God. Okay. And they've got a locksmith chinkering and a clampering away.
Fucking idiots. And to their surprise, Ryan just opens the door.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Merry Christmas.
Next thing, Ryan is tackled to the ground and he is arrested. He's marched outside. His face is black and blue. Ryan's father, Don, is on one side of him. His wife is on the other side. Don doesn't recognize who this person is because the face is so swollen and looking terrible. However, the wife on the other side, where Ryan's face is normal, she's like, oh my God, it's Ryan.
Whoa.
Poor Don's gone from thinking his son is dead to now he's alive, he's black and blue, and he's getting arrested. What the hell is going on?
It's a terrible Christmas.
It's a shitty Christmas. He's put in the police car. His father rushes to be by his side. The police officer shoulder barges him, says,
Get the fuck out of here. You're not going anywhere near him.
Don is beside himself. He's like,
I just want to see my son.
They're like,
no, this is an investigation. You cannot see him.
Christ.
The ambulance arrive. They would enter the house and there they see 21-year-old Heather is dead on the couch with clear bullet wounds to her head.
Oh, horrid.
It's horrific. However, the ambulance would be sent on their way. Even though Ryan is looking a little battered and blue and actually horrifically bad, there's nothing that the ambulance need to do. It's fine.
Damn.
The police think this is pretty clear what's happened. There's been a domestic dispute. Heather's hit Ryan. Ryan shot Heather. Case closed. Ryan would sit in that patrol car from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m.
Oh, my God. There's so much waiting around.
I know. Then he would be taken to the police station for questioning.
What if he needed to pee?
Well, this guy is so dazed. He's so confused. He gets to the police station. They take multiple images of him. They chuck him in some white overalls and they put him in that interrogation room and left again to wait. While Ryan is waiting, he just takes it among himself to use the handcuffs there to handcuff himself to the table. So obliging.
The police can't do their job, so someone's going to do it.
And he sits there and he waits and he's moaning and he's groaning.
Oh.
Detective Paul Dalton would enter the room.
Not Chad.
No.
We got Paul here, guys.
Strap in.
Paul, let's call him Dalton. He starts questioning him, giving him his Miranda rights. Does he know why he's here? And again, Ryan, he is so confused. He's like,
I don't know, man. I don't know. What the hell's going on?
So we're going to play some audio clips.
Love it.
What's the highest grade you went through school?
I don't know.
You don't know the highest grade you went through?
Eighth?
Eighth grade? Did you graduate?
Yeah.
Do you have a GED?
I don't know.
You don't know what?
I don't know. I just want to go home.
You're not going to go home right now.
What?
Oh.
What's the highest grade that you completed?
B?
No. Not grade. Did you graduate high school?
No.
And the highest you went was eighth grade?
Yeah.
Do you know how to read and write, Ryan?
Yeah.
Damn.
So he doesn't really know what's going on. You can hear it in his voice. He did graduate from high school. He's telling me he didn't. He told him that the highest grade he's got is a B grade, which is not what he's asking.
Yeah, he sounds a bit tired. It's been a long night.
Dalton carries on questioning him. He then asks about what happened to his eye. Ryan tells him that Heather did it. So this is getting somewhere for Dalton. They're putting the pieces of the puzzle together. If Heather's done it, their suspicions are correct. They They carry on with some questioning.
Do you have a girlfriend? No? You know a girl named Heather? You know Heather's last name? What is Heather's last name?
The one that lives there right now?
I guess, I don't know. But her name's Heather. What's her last name?
I don't know which name she's trying to use as her last one. She's trying to have a real last as her nickname, so I don't know.
Jeez.
What nickname does she go by?
Hyman.
Hyman? How would you spell that? With a K or a C?
Okay.
Heather's last name is Kwan. Ryan doesn't even know what her last name is. He then goes on to say that she's 16 years old and that he asks if she's white. She's part Asian, so he really just doesn't have a clue. But Dalton, he keeps questioning. Clearly something's wrong with this guy. He's not just evading questions because he wants to. Physically, something is going on with Ryan. But Dalton, he doesn't care.
Uh-oh.
So?
I just want to go to sleep, man. That's it.
Hey, Ryan?
Oh, Christ, he's having a stroke.
Huh?
There's a dead girl in your living room.
She's dead?
Yes.
Heather?
I don't know. I want to know what happened in your house last night.
The girl on the couch is dead?
I don't know if she's on the couch. She's dead.
Well, these people came over. Richie and his dad. With shoot and arrow, bow and darts. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They hit me and her with those. That's it. And the Heather wasn't there. Eric wasn't there. It was just me and Heather. What was that?
Oh, no.
You and Heather were there. And then what happened?
Richie and his dad tried to break in the back.
Richie and his dad? Who's Richie?
I don't know.
Well, you obviously know him. You know his name by
He used to
Richie.
live there.
Is he a roommate of yours?
He used to be.
And they hit you and they hit you?
Yeah.
Now it's Richie that hit you, not Heather?
No, Richie and his dad.
Richie and his dad. They hit you.
Yes.
Why?
Because they were trying to get their stuff. I don't know why.
And they had some kind of bow and arrows?
They each had 2 revolvers and they didn't let off any shells.
Okay, you just said they had bow and arrows. Now they have revolvers?
That's what I meant. They had revolvers.
They have revolvers?
Yes.
And then what happened?
And then they shot us with those.
They shot both of you?
Yeah.
Where'd they shoot you at?
I got shot in the eye.
Oh, Christ.
You got shot in the eye
I think so.
with a revolver.
I think. I don't know, man.
Oh, no. Are you You're joking.
This goes on for quite some time, and
Hang on. He's got a bullet in his head?
not one, but 2, Lolly.
Oh, no. Poor Ryan.
Poor Ryan is sitting there and being questioned by Dalton, and Dalton saying,
Look, if you're being shot in the face or the head, you wouldn't be sitting here talking to me. You would be dead.
Oh, my God.
Ryan is clearly suffering from a brain injury, and he's trying to talk his way through the interrogation, and he's like,
I don't know, man.
he doesn't know a lot. He's talking about Richie and his dad. They broke in, and Dalton still doesn't take him seriously for quite some time.
Oh, I'm having a hard time right now. I need a moment. Oh, my God.
Dalton would eventually wriggle his chair forward and says,
Come here.
and he kind of grabs Ryan's head and he takes a look, and then he takes another look, and he's like,
Right, I'll be right back.
Oh, my God. Call the ambulance.
he leaves the room,
Oh, my God.
and he comes back a short time later.
With some tweezers.
He he uncuffs Ryan from the table,
Oh, my God.
and he tells Ryan that,
Fire department's on the way.
and Ryan's like,
What for?
he really doesn't know what's going on. He's like,
Well, it looks like you might have been shot in the eye.
Oh, my God.
and he's like, well, he's like,
What, this?
because Ryan's like,
What do you mean?
Ryan tries to stand up, and Dalton's like,
No, sit down. You're not in a good way.
being so overly nice with him.
Oh, yeah, because lawsuit's coming.
However, He still interrogates him for the next 15 minutes until firefighters arrive. It's like, let the guy just have a break. He's so exhausted.
This is like the most incompetent police work I've ever heard.
I'm going to send you a picture of what he looked like when he got to be questioned. You would think, maybe should we get some medical attention on this guy?
Oh my God. All right, guys. He has a very swollen black eye. I mean, it's hard to tell that there's a bullet in there. Where'd the bullet go? In the nose.
That first bullet that's gone through the nose exited the other side, and then he's been shot in the eye, but it's so swollen you can't see.
There's a bullet hole on the left side of the nose. It looks like just a wound, small cut, gash. And then it's obviously the bullet's come through the other side, just below the eye bag. And then his eye is completely swollen shut. And he's quite swollen on that side of the face too. Whoa.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
Christ.
It's quite bad because he's sitting there questioning this guy, black and blue.
He sat in the car for hours.
Clearly dazed and confused. And also when Dalton got the firefighters to come in while he's waiting, he's like,
Based on what you're saying and the way you are and how you're acting, there's just, you're not in a good way.
so did you not notice that for the 58 minutes prior to you questioning that he wasn't good?
That's terrible.
Not good.
Lawsuit.
Poor Ryan is finally taken to the hospital. And we're probably banking on around 7 hours later.
Wow.
It's just too long. He is taken into the hospital in a critical condition.
Mm-hmm.
And poor Ryan still has no idea what's going on. He can't remember what's happened. He can't remember where he lives, where he's from, why he's going to the hospital. And he has been shot once through the nose. The bullet has gone through his sinuses and exited the other side. And then he's been shot in the eye. Now, unfortunately, because the amount of time that's passed and his sinuses had opened up, he's now dealing with a massive infection. His eye socket, all the bone fragments have gone into his brain.
Christ.
And he has also suffered from a broken jaw, likely from when he was tackled by the police.
Oh.
Being arrested.
Oh my God.
Poor Ryan being treated as a suspect rather than a victim. His father, Don, gets a call from the police. Obviously, he's nowhere near the station. He's been waiting at home, trying to get an update. They inform him.
He's been taken to the hospital and he's been shot in the head.
So Don's like,
What the actual hell is going on?
when he was arrested, all he was trying to do was see his son and make sure he's okay. And now all of a sudden he's been shot in the head. So he rushes down to the hospital. Ryan is put in a medically induced coma. Dalton never stops by to check in to see if his mate's okay. He spends 35 days in hospital.
Whoa.
He has suffered significant physical and neurological damage. He's lost parts of his brain.
Whoa.
He's lost his left eye.
Ugh.
Even during surgery, Lolly, they had to remove both of his eyes.
No.
They managed to save one and the other one had to be completely gone.
How do you even do that? How do you put an eye back in, you know? Fun facts of the crime! Or is it science of the crime? You choose! Now, surgeons don't really pop the whole eye out. In most surgeries, the eyeball isn't fully removed. It's just placed on the cheek like a little table. Surgeons usually rotate the eye outward and secure it so they can reach behind it. It looks wild, but the eye is still attached to the optic nerve.
Wow. Do you think I could look around while it's sitting on that little cheek table?
It's like, ah!
Hey guys.
The eyeball can literally be rested outside of the socket, sometimes on a sterile pad or the cheek, while the surgeons get to work.
Ew. That's wild.
I don't know, that's pretty gross, isn't it? The most important thing is to keep that optic nerve intact, because if the optic nerve becomes detached, you're fucked. Your eye is useless, you might as well chuck it in the bin or eat it.
Christ.
All right, back to the story.
And the investigation goes on. Dalton, he's removed himself from the whole thing.
He should just remove himself from the whole job and quit.
Well, yes, something came up in the family. He can no longer be on the case. No one came to the hospital to question Ryan the whole time he was there, only after he was out. And they think this is because, well, hopefully he'll just die, so then there's no investigation and we don't have to worry about it.
Well, there you go.
Case closed.
Oh, no.
However, Ryan is a survivor. He heads home.
What a champ.
Ryan has said Richie and his dad had broken into his house and shot him and Heather. So who the hell is Richie and his dad? Well, these guys are a bunch of fucking losers. Richie Lee Carver, he's got a pretty solid history of juvenile offences, including multiple assaults and domestic violence incidents. He also served 4 years in prison for armed robbery. I mean, he's only 21.
Great lad.
And as for his father, I couldn't really find anything, but I would say it's probably a very similar rap sheet. Like father, like son. So Richie had actually lived in this house prior to Ryan and Heather moving in. Ryan and Heather had only been in the house for about a month and a half, so they crossed paths as they were moving in, moving out. And apparently, Ryan and Richie had a bit of a run-in, because as Richie was leaving the property, he was a little inappropriate to Heather. He kept hitting on her.
Dog!
Ryan didn't like this. But also, as Ryan was moving in with all of his guitars and his electronics, it's likely what has happened. Richie's had a glimpse of all these things and thought,
Haha, I'm going to steal those because you're a fucking dickhead, Ryan, because you had a go at me.
so what better to do than steal his shit? That's exactly what happened. Richie planned a hit. He was planning it for Christmas Day. Likely, no one's going to be home on Christmas Day, right? They're going to be out with the family. But just in case,
We'll take some guns with us because you never know.
it's also the perfect crime because Ryan's DNA is scattered throughout the house because he lived there quite some time. Richie and his father, Larry, would arrive to the property. They unlatch the door hatch and they enter the property. Ryan would confront them and he is shot twice in the head and he falls to the ground.
Wow.
They then enter the second room where Heather has been resting on the couch. Of course, she is startled by the noise. She sits up and they shoot her in the head. She is killed instantly.
It's so savage over a guitar. Must have been a good guitar.
I know, it was multiple guitars, but isn't it amazing you can get shot in the head and survive, or get shot in the head and die? Like, where's the good points in the brain?
That's right. He was just so lucky, wasn't he? Twice, too.
Crazy. She's killed instantly. They proceed through the property, taking guitars, anything that's looking valuable, electronics. However, it's not actually certain what was stolen because Ryan, he can't remember. He just doesn't know. Richie and Larry have left the scene thinking, job done, we've killed the witnesses, nothing to see.
Christ.
Ryan, he gets up and he goes to bed.
Oh my God. Oh, Ryan.
Because Ryan doesn't know and he thinks that Heather's sleeping on the couch. He just goes to bed.
Wow.
So after some time, Richie is eventually tracked down. He is arrested and charged with, drumroll please, first-degree murder, attempted first-degree murder, burglary, and aggravated assault. Larry doesn't get arrested, and this really pisses off Richie's mother. She's like, motherfucker. You see, Larry made a full confession to Cheryl, his wife, Richie's mother. And she's not going to let her son take the complete fall, so she goes down to the police station and she lets them know all about Larry's confession.
She's like, I could take both of them.
Larry is arrested and charged on all the same counts as Richie. They were a team in this. They're denying everything. A year goes past and we are days from the trial. However, Cheryl, she's getting cold feet. She decides, I'm going to invoke my spousal privileges and will no longer be testifying.
Oh, she was going to testify against them.
She was.
Wow. She had enough.
This is when we come to Facts of the Crime. Facts of the Crime. Facts of the Crime. Facts of the Crime. So, spousal privileges or marital privileges allows one spouse to refuse to testify against the other spouse in a criminal trial.
Wow.
They are also protected by the confidential marital privileges, which protects private communications made between spouses during a marriage.
Really?
Example, if a husband confesses to his wife that he murdered someone, she can refuse to reveal this in court.
Wow.
This law doesn't work if the crime has been committed by one spouse against the other. It also doesn't work if there's a crime against children living in the same household. So, Larry's charges, lolly, they're dropped.
No!
Completely dropped.
Whoa!
There's just no evidence to confirm that this is correct.
Maybe Cheryl's like, I don't want to just be there living in a one-income household, you know?
Are these dirtbags? I mean, I'm not really sure what they're bringing in.
True.
This delays the original trial and now we're pushed out to another year. So now we're in 2008 and Richie's trial goes ahead. It's a pretty black and white case, very straightforward. You've got Ryan's testimony. He is the ultimate witness. Richie, he would be found guilty on all 4 felony charges, and he is sentenced to life in prison.
Wow.
For the rest of his natural life.
Dog garbage.
Now, this just doesn't really sit very well with Heather's family.
No.
And fair enough. Fuck you, Larry.
Fuck you, Larry.
So they decide that they are going to fight and they are going to try and get a new law passed.
Yes.
And this law would be known as Heather's Law in the state of Arizona. Now, this law would state that if a spouse of a defendant originally gives up information on their spouse voluntarily, they could now be forced to testify in court and cannot invoke their spousal privileges.
Fabulous.
So this law is passed.
Woo!
It's been many years. We are now in 2011. And Larry's going down because all charges against Larry are full steam ahead. And he is being charged with first-degree murder, attempted first-degree murder, burglary, and aggravated assault. It's a pretty straightforward case. The trial lasted just 10 days.
Too long.
Larry is found guilty on all 4 charges, and he is sentenced to life without parole. Good.
Wow.
Dog.
What for?
What for? Nothing. What for a guitar? Yippee. Life after the incident for Ryan was pretty terrible.
Oh.
He would have to go and live with his father because he couldn't care for himself.
Oh.
His father, Don, would say it was like living with someone with Alzheimer's.
Oh, God.
He had a life-altering brain injury. He had severe seizures, so bad that he would break multiple bones.
Oh.
One time he broke his ankle. It got caught in the bed head.
No.
Seizuring. He had a pretty severe seizure at a supermarket and was continuously bashing his head on the concrete ground.
Oh, my God.
And he would get a brain bleed. On the 20th of January 2016, Ryan Waller would die because of his injuries, aged 27.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. This is so shit.
Well, it's so shit. So because he had the seizure, I think that last one was the November the year before, but because it had caused such severe bleeding on the brain, he ultimately, did die the following year.
What, was he by himself or something?
Well, the thing is, he could function.
No, but the seizure, like, why was no one stopping him with the...
Oh, well, let's be honest, Ollie. We all know what people are like, especially Americans. They're just standing around going, ooh.
Look, I know that sounds really harsh, but honestly, guys, it is so true. And we're going to do story time.
Story time.
Have I told the story about the man in the stroke?
I don't know, but why not tell it again?
We're going to tell it again. All right, listen, guys. I used to live in Los Angeles with Mark, my hubby, Thursday, who edits the pod, and we were just over there living life. We just wrapped up a shift working down at Equinox, the gym there in Hollywood. Very fancy gym. And we're in the car. We're leaving the car park, and there's this very nicely dressed older man on the side of the road in like a tabletop position. Like, hands at ease. He's in a plaid shirt and khaki shorts and he's got a hat on. I'm like, that just doesn't really look right. Like, if it was a disheveled, dirty man, you'd be like, yeah, fine. And people are just walking past. I'm like, what is this man doing? He's not getting ready to do some bird dogs or some cat cows, I'm going to go see what's happening. So get out the car. Mark's trying to park the car, so it's just me. I'm trying to lift this man off the ground. People are just walking on by and he's clearly had some sort of medical episode. He's very confused. He's looking for a sandwich shop. Oh, Mark comes and we walk this man back to the side of the road. We're sort of leaning up against this fence kind of thing. And then he's talking to us and he's having a stroke, all right?
Oh, God.
His face is melting.
Oh.
It's like dripping off his, like it's like, it's heading
south.
It's heading south. And people are just walking past, not even looking at anything. So we call an ambulance. An ambulance finally arrives and they just basically shove us to the side. We don't know what happened to this man. Could only imagine. Well, he went to hospital. I don't know if he made it or not. But no one did anything. That's one scenario. Another time, quickly, just one more story time. I was walking down Hollywood Boulevard. No jokes, guy. A homeless man punched me in the back, just socked me right in the bloody spine. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. There are so many people and people just move away and they're all just standing there staring. I'm like, are you for real? Are you for real? What is happening? So there you go. When we talk about people over in America, that kind of bystander thing where they're not doing anything, I've lived it. I've breathed it. I've seen it. It's a real thing. You got to help people out, guys. Come on.
Look at the goddamn Idaho murder. She stayed in her bedroom for 7 hours.
Yeah, it's very strange.
Sometimes you got to just jump into action. Unfortunately, Ryan, poor Ryan,
Oh,
it's just so sad. They did say maybe if he had the medical care that he should have got in the beginning, this wouldn't have happened. When originally the attack happened on the 25th of December 2006, the medical's office said that this is when Heather died. But funnily enough, Lolly, after Ryan was ultimately to be found with bullets in his head, they came out and said, well, actually, the attack happened on the 23rd of December.
no!
Rather than the 25th.
No!
This is because this is the last time anyone saw them alive. It was the pizza delivery guy. What's clearly happening here is police are trying to distance themselves from the actual time of death because of how long it took to get medical help to Ryan.
Yes.
They don't want a lawsuit on their hands. If he was shot on the 23rd, 48 hours earlier, that's a pretty good delay.
Yeah.
Doesn't really incriminate them. However, the original autopsy report said that Heather died the 25th of December in the hours between 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. Don Waller only arrived at 7:50 p.m.
Wow.
I would say it probably happened more closer to 5 because he didn't show up for dinner.
Yeah.
Obviously, with Ryan dying, they could have pursued a second first-degree murder charge, but what was the point? The guy's already had life in prison. What did it matter? So they didn't pursue that. However, the family did try and take the police to court. I think it was like a $15 million lawsuit that they were putting down, but because of the 23rd of December evidence, it was completely stacked against them, and ultimately they decided it was best not to pursue because it would cost them so much money, which is a real shame.
Oh, that is really shit.
It is really shit.
There could have been like a little silver lining, the family getting a bit of a payout.
I know. And Don is an incredible father. There was a video on YouTube. There's a lot of incorrect information about this case, and it's all based on Ryan's interrogation because he doesn't know what he's talking about. And there is, I believe it's called Monsters on YouTube. A guy originally did a video. The father commented on the video that this is all incorrect. He then went and had a one-on-one meeting with the dad. It's all filmed. The whole accounts of what had happened, according to Don, it's all out there just to let everyone know. But look, it's really, really sad. There hasn't been a big spotlight on Heather because of all the Ryan Waller stuff. She was a young, beautiful, bright girl, massive future ahead of her. And the same for Ryan. He was just a great, down-to-earth young guy, and he just didn't deserve this. Can you handle this crime and scandal?
Nope. I just definitely can't. I feel like it's just the biggest waste. Terrible all around. Don't have much else to say on the matter, loves. Can you handle the crime and scandal today?
No, I can't. What for? A guitar and a computer. It's just horrible. Poor Brian in that interrogation. It's so uncomfortable to watch. He had no idea what's going on. Poor Heather. No, I can't. Very sad.
Oh, the only thing I can handle is that Chad has a name now.
You hear?
Here? We're going to be hearing a lot more of Chad later in this podcast.
Absolutely.
Amazing job today, loves. That was, terrible story. It's just a scary, dark world out there. You just can't trust anyone.
I know. And I thought, because I saw that video ages ago, and it's like, wow, oh my God, he's got bullets in his head. And I thought, well, at least there's a silver lining. He survives. And then when I was researching, I was like, oh my God, he died? No.
Because that's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, cool, survival story.
Well, look, he survived for 10 years, but it wasn't a great quality of life.
Terrible 10 years.
Awful.
All right. Well, look, guys, thank you for joining us for another episode of Can't Handle the Crime and Scandal. We love to make this podcast, as you know. If you are enjoying it as much as we are, please give us a like, a rating, a review. I don't know where you're listening to this thing. If you can bump up those ratings, those reviews for us, it really helps us reach more amazing people like yourself, and we'll keep doing this thing.
That's right.
Any advice for our listeners today, Rainey?
Oh,
It's just best not to play guitar.
yeah, I don't know.
It's so funny. Mark's in this great classic rock covers band called Filthy Animals, and we were having this conversation yesterday. One of the guitarists, I mean, they're all really great, but there's this one guy, and oh my God, he is phenomenal. Like, he is the best guitarist. He plays the guitar with his teeth. I don't even know. He's like,
Oh my God.
with his teeth. It's amazing. But it's just struggle street. He's got like a normal job, and then he does his band thing, but it's like, fuck. He was just before his time. 30 years ago, could have been touring the world with these big bands, but music today, it's just so hard. And then with AI and just fucking depressing. Oh, it's a depressing episode all around.
Oh, cross.
So don't play guitar, okay? Or just do it for fun. Don't get a career out of it because you probably will just be singing in the
She's rambling now, guys.
Sorry. Anyway, all right, guys, we're gonna go now. It's time to cut it.
All right. Stay safe out there, guys. And look, the advice is if you meet a guy and his father's name is Larry, fucking run. All right.
Run for the hills. All right, guys, take it easy. We'll see you next week. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Oh my God.
Runny nose too.
Yeah. It's this podcast.
Got the runs.
I've got the goddamn runs. Fucking hell, Mark's going to put that as a blooper. We're talking about the nose, guys. Runny nose. We're not in Bali anymore.
No,
Fucking hell.
that was not me.
Just to make that very clear, it wasn't raining.
No, I was fine.
It was raining. I was fine too.
They unlatch a hatch like a cat in the hat
And they have a scratch.
that they cannot match. Confidential marital... Wow.
Dog, garbage, God. Garbage. Why do I call him God? He's not a god. He's a dog. All right? I got my D's and my G's around the wrong way.
Burglary and aggravated... Wow, aggravated assault.
Say that again.